Before you watch another video on YouTube about Facebook ads, there's something super important I want you to understand. There's a lot of people on YouTube that have positioned themselves as experts when it comes to Facebook advertising, but there's something you don't know that you need to. And real quick, if you haven't already, make sure to click the link you see below this video where you can access my free school community where I give direct support on how to get the most out of your Facebook advertising and digital marketing as a whole if you're a performance marketer, someone that needs to make money back from every dollar you spend on advertising. So something that I noticed is there's a lot of experts out there on YouTube that are putting out information about the best ways of running Facebook ads. And how do I know this? Well, I like to look stuff up myself. I'm a consumer in that sense. I'm always looking to see if I can learn new things. But something that I realized was there's several people that have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 or more followers on YouTube. And I'm not suggesting that these people don't know what they're talking about, but there's something really important you need to know. Most of the people that have positioned themselves as Facebook ad experts, they actually have their own agency, which is great. We considered starting an agency arm ourselves, but for the time being, we're gonna stick to what we know we do best, which is performance marketing, getting paid as an affiliate capacity versus agency. And that's part of the problem with this too. You see, the main issue with most experts when it comes to Facebook advertising content is they're running agencies. And the fact that they're running an agency, that's the exact problem. You see, when you're working as an agency, you typically get paid on a retainer, on either flat fixed fee basis, or a percentage of ad spend, or a combination of both. But in reality, let's be very honest here. Neither one of those combinations or any of those combinations of compensation as an agency actually ties directly to the outcome of the results from your ads, right? So what do I mean by this? Well, if you're an affiliate or you have your own brand and you're doing your own advertising in-house, your own paid ad spend management, the thing is, you know, every dollar you spend, you need to measurably receive back more than that, right? If you get 90 cents back for every dollar, you're not gonna obviously, hopefully, shut down the business. You're gonna problem solve it, so that's not the case. Now, I'm not saying that these YouTube, Facebook ad experts can't do this, but when you're listening to their advice, you need to take it with a grain of salt because they're coming from a perspective of being an agency, receiving compensation based on their ability to typically spend as much as possible for the client profitably, ideally. So it's in the agency's best interest to spend as much as possible, right? So does this correlate and tie to profits? Eventually in some way, yes. So when you hear one of these YouTube, Facebook ad experts that run agencies talking about when they spend $500,000 a day or $1 million a day or $1 million a month, you got to keep in mind a few things. They are compensated based on their ability to spend as much as possible because normally most agencies are working off of a retainer performance model where they are getting some percentage of total ad spend or even maybe a profits depending on how they structure it. And then also they're inheriting brands that are already successful to an extent, brands that are already established, they have a proven product, they have custom branding on the product, on the packaging, they already have a presence. Rarely are they coming from the place of receiving a brand idea that they want to launch from scratch and then building it up and then spotlighting that as a successful case study within days, weeks, or months, or even years, right? This stuff takes time. I bring this up as an important point because I don't think they give the best advice all the time. Do they share best practices that work for really anyone running Facebook ads? Absolutely. But I think they miss a lot of the key points. You see, in my opinion, the best experts when it comes to Facebook advertising or YouTube advertising are the people spending their own money out of their own pocket to invest in the advertising performance of their own brand or offer because they're dependent typically on turning that into a profitable campaign. That's why, in my humble opinion, affiliates and dropshippers are hands down some of the best when it comes to Facebook advertising on the planet. Think about it. If you're an agency owner, you start an agency, you acquire 5 brands or 10 brands as clients, they're already doing 50, 100K a month. odds are if they hired you, they need help, right? They probably don't know what they're doing to an extent, or they've just grown so much, or they're growing so much that they need someone to take it over. So you're almost inheriting something that's already working, already functioning. It's not gonna take you that much work necessarily to get it to go from 0.5 return on ad spend to 2 return on ad spend, the 2 ROAS. So whereas when you take an affiliate, sure, they're operating in some capacity as an agency, but they're risking everything. The amount of risk that an affiliate takes or a dropshipper takes is enormous in compared to an agency. If an affiliate spends $1,000 on a campaign and only gets $200 back, guess what? They don't earn a percentage of ad spend and have no downside. They lose $800, right? They're incentivized to get the lowest cost per acquisition as possible. And I think that's something that really gets missed with agencies. So I just want to share this because if you're watching my content or any of these other experts' content for how to do Facebook ads right, well, the truth is you need to take what these agency experts say with a grain of salt, okay? So anyone that's putting out content around Facebook ads or really performance marketing in general, you need to look at their links. What are they actually offering? I don't offer anything. I offer a free school community. I just want your attention because I want to grow this channel and be influential in this space. I don't have a service to sell you. I'm not offering a coaching program. I'm not offering an agency as a done-for-you service or done-with-you service. I'm generally just putting out content that I find interesting that I know will help you. Whereas I'm not suggesting that these YouTube experts are not of the best intention, right? If they have a service that they can provide a solution for you, then by all means they should offer that. But just keep in mind when you listen to a YouTube video from a Facebook ads expert on best campaign structure or Facebook ads tutorial 2024, all these keywords that we've done videos on, how to do manual bidding or big caps, should you day part your campaigns, best campaign objective, whatever, any Facebook ad topic, just keep in mind what is in their links. Are they linking back for a course and an agency? Well, in that case, specifically if they're linking back for an agency, I'm not saying that they won't be able to help you or that they don't have good advice or good opinions, but just keep in mind they're coming from this Facebook advertising game with the perspective of spending someone else's money versus spending their own money. And I think that's a big differentiator, a big separator between the people that have taken an enormous amount of risk and become successful off the back of that versus someone that has, obviously there's risk to any business, but risk someone else's money to produce results. Those are two very different things, and you're gonna get different opinions and different advice with some overlap coming from someone such as myself, who's always risked my own money out of my own pocket advertising on Facebook, whether it was when I had my brick and mortar gym or when I did drop shipping, or since I've been doing lead generation and pay-per-call as an affiliate, versus someone that has been doing this strictly with someone else's money and someone else's brand. It's two completely different games, okay? I'm not saying that these agency owners can't help you or give you good advice, but just keep that in mind when you're listening to the strategies and tactics that they are suggesting, okay? Hope that helps. Hope that gives you some perspective around what to be aware of when you are listening to other Facebook ad experts. And also, as a side note, I've tested pretty much every strategy I hear on YouTube from these experts, and the new stuff that they suggest, it's not as applicable unless you have an established brand and you're trying to grow that as well. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this content, you got something from this video, make sure to not only join my free school community where I give direct support and access to my help below this video, but also make sure to subscribe if you have not already. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and share if you got some value from this.